I'll start with just the experience overall has been really good. I think the NCAA and UCLA put on a great event, and the fan turnout was awesome. Especially for matches that don't involve UCLA. I think we got a lot of crowd, which is really fun to see. Pretty consistent. They don't screw up a lot, and we just some moments of what we were doing. We didn't have our best match, especially defensively, and kind of scoring, especially in transition. We were forcing a lot of errors, which is a little unconventional for us. But they're a hell of a team, and I think they're going to do great in the next match. And I'm super proud of our guys. We achieved something that's only been done for the third time since the year 2000 for our program. So, these guys have a lot to be proud of. They can hold their heads high. That's what I said to them after the game. We walk out of here with our heads high. We didn't give up. We didn't stop fighting. We held confidence in each other all the way through to the end. And, it's a program that we'll be back. We'll be back here. And these guys set the stage for that, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah, Pat, I know it's hard right now, but how would you say this Ball State program has grown since the first time you stepped on campus as a freshman to being in the Final Four of the NCAA Championship?
Yeah, I mean, the team has been great all 3 years. Everybody, I just enjoy playing so much with them. I'm definitely going to miss that. That's going to be definitely the worst part. But yeah, I mean, I've definitely grown so much as a player, and off the court even more. And that's kind of what I'm most proud of. And I just have to give thanks to all my teammates and everybody who's kind of been in my life. So yeah, just super thankful for that.
Yeah, for players, I guess after battling so hard in that fourth set, what are the initial emotions when you see your last score that last one?
I mean, for me, I was putting it all out there, so I just immediately went straight to my boys because I mean they're hurting, I'm hurting too. But I mean, I was very sad. I mean, it's the last time with Pat here, so last game with the guys, but I thought we played great, so no regrets. We didn't leave anything out there, so.
Yeah, no, it's same thing. It's just they're a very good team, and they deserve to win tonight. They played better. You can kind of look at all the stats. They just kind of played better, but that's okay. It kind of happens. It's night to night, so yeah, just gonna try to enjoy the rest of the time I do have with them before leaving. So.
Probably a word I can't say here.
Coach, I know obviously you lose Pat, but you say you're going to be back. You maintain a lot of this talented group that's in this Final Four. What can you say about the future of this Ball State program?
I think it's bright. We're going to continue to recruit the right guys that fit what we want to do, and we talk a lot about being a good teammate and a lot about gratitude and enjoying what we're doing and doing it together. Even there at the end, it's like, hey, we're going to win or lose this together. We're not breaking apart, and I give them credit. They didn't. We fought to the end, and that kind of thing you can carry as a program, forward. And I think this is just kind of the start for us as we get moving here.
Hey, Pat. Obviously, a little early to reflect on the last 4 years in college, but going from St. Francis in Brooklyn to Ball State to next year playing at a pretty high level over in Europe, probably. What do you have to say about your collegiate career?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I can't imagine it any better. A lot of hard times at the beginning of my college career that I had to learn from, but that happens. And yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to soak it all in with my guys before I leave because I just they're great, love them so much. So it's gonna suck, but yeah, just also want to shout out Donan for giving me the chance to come to Ball State from a smaller school like St. Francis. Kind of really gave me the opportunity and chance, and of course Mike too. So yeah, just super thankful for that.
Yeah, for the players, I guess in that regionals match in Noblesville, you guys had such a great home crowd. And coming here, as you see, reminds me not too far away. I guess how much different was it on the court with when it was kind of going from a home environment to a environment?
Definitely different. But I mean, the crowd pops are still the crowd pops. It's super loud. So I mean, if you don't pay attention to where you are, I mean, there's always people yelling. So I mean, that's at least what I do. At home, though, definitely miss the fans cheering us on. But a couple of them flew out. Shout out to Seabass and all the club guys. But
there was a lot of our own fans here, and that's so awesome that our fans travel like that. But yeah, obviously it was definitely a home court advantage to them. But yeah, I mean, they just played better, and it doesn't, it just happens. And consistency in that area.
Any more questions for coach of the student athletes? Got one more right here.
A little bit on the court, you guys passed nails tonight. Only one ace, and I think that came pretty late in the fourth set. Just talk a little bit about the passing game, not only tonight but all season. Has that? I mean, we kind of talked a little bit about it yesterday, but has that been a focus, to really work on passing this year?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of got to give a shout out to Brian. He's really worked on us a lot this year with our passing, and kind of made the numbers look as good as they are. So he's just at the beginning of the year made sure we were focusing on technique, and that's kind of, I would say that's the tribute to our good passing is Brian. But yeah.
I mean, I don't do much passing, but I mean, I was in system almost every single time. So I mean, shout out to these guys for passing nails, as you said.
Yeah, we've been one of the best passing teams all year statistically, and I think it's what has allowed us to be as successful as we are. And I even look at the serve and pass numbers from tonight, and it's very tight. Like, I don't know that anyone really won that. We were both passing pretty well and serving pretty well. But again, they did some things that really challenged us. They dug a lot of balls. They outdug us, and going to that match, that was one of our goals, was to outdig them, because we knew they could play some defense. And it's like, if we're gonna match up, we also got to dig some balls and kind of stop them from scoring. So a lot of credit to them for that. But I can't say enough again about these guys, about the support we've got. It's awesome. The crowd that traveled here, really happy for that support. Bummed that we lost and let them down a little bit, but again, I'm super proud of these guys.